All right, walking in a tropical smoothie cafe in Plano, and they have a sign that says mask required. But let's go ahead and challenge that with the my medical exemption, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and the Texas State Order. Let's see what they do and say. Hi. I'm sorry?
Do you have a mask?
No, I don't need one.
Sorry, but it's a requirement.
That is not by Texas State Order, not a requirement for a medical condition.
Sorry, it's a store rules.
A store cannot make a rule that is violating established law. So I'd like to show you, I'd like to speak to your manager and then tell you about the law. Hi, sir. So you're a manager?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're obviously not wearing a mask and you're not a threat to me and I'm not a threat to you, right? Because you're eating. So for me standing here, so the difference between me standing and sitting, that we know that's ridiculous, right? Well, I have the Texas State Order right here, the governor signed by Governor Greg Abbott, and I'd like to show you something, sir. Because all these rules are from the order, right? So I want to show you something here. I don't know if you've read this. Let's see here. The first part right here, it states, I'm sorry. I, therefore, Greg Abbott, by Texas, virtue of the power vested in me, hereby order the following. Let's see, before that it says failure to comply with any executive order issued by COVID-19 disaster is an offense punishable under section 418173. So you guys can be punished if you don't comply with this.
Sure.
So this order has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages stamped of approval, right?
Sure.
Guess what this page is? It's called an exemption page. Okay, my son is exempt because he's a 2-year-old.
Sure.
So you probably don't ever tell any 2-year-old to put on a mask, right? I'm the very next person, sir. A medical exemption. I'm a disabled veteran, and I'm not required to wear a mask. I have a doctor's note. I'm also not required to share it with you.
Sure.
So I'd like to get served today, so I'm not discriminated against, and that's all I'm asking.
I mean, it all comes, all the rules for the store come from my boss. She comes to the store, but I really don't mind.
Sure, and then your boss could also be sued because the Civil Rights Act of 1964, basically after Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King, no more segregation, black people can use water fountains and buses, you know? So it says all persons shall be entitled to the full and equal enjoyment of the goods, services, facilities, privileges, advantages, and accommodations in any place of a public accommodation, as defined in the section, without discrimination on the ground of race, color, religion, national origin, or medical condition. So it says it right here. So your boss, and I'd like to send a message to him or her, that if they discriminate, they can be sued with a lawsuit.
Yeah,
I mean, this is serious, and this is the American Disabilities Association.
Yes, sir.
They also cover me.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd like to just get a smoothie, and that's it. I mean, no harm to anybody. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
How are your smoothies here? I've never been here before.
50 cents. I like them.
Decent. Y'all have any of those where you add any kind of shots? Okay, there it is. I see it. So you got almonds, kale, chia, whole grains, ginger, matcha, protein. Okay, I see. You got some good stuff here. Okay, tropical treats. So what's the difference between a blend and a treat?
Say again?
What's the difference between a blend and a treat? Thank you so much. I'd love to email you. I appreciate you.
A blend and a treat? Oh, the treats are just sweet. The blends are just normal smoothies. They're all smoothies. The treats are just sweeter.
Okay, never mind. Don't want a sweeter one. Pomegranate, strawberries, pineapple, orange juice, and lime, mango, pineapple, strawberries, banana, pineapple, kiwis.
That's mango.
I think the pomegranate plunge sounds pretty good. Pomegranate plunge sounds good.
Okay, what else?
That's it. I'd like to add, you got protein, like
Yes, we have wheat, soy, and whey.
what about pea? Do you have the pea protein, the vegetarian protein, or
Oh, we don't have wheat. I'm sorry.
We have whey protein, soy protein, and pea.
pea? I think pea is the good one, right? I'd like to add pea to that, and let's do some flax seeds and chia seeds. And then some spinach and kale super pack also.
Anything else?
That's it.
Name for the order?
Mike.
$10.25.
There you go, sir.
You want our receipt?
No, I don't need one. Thank you. All right. Let's take a look at this, guys. Executive order by the governor of the state of Texas. This is the order, GA 29. And by the way, established law and order, I mean, an order is an order. Basically, it's a mandate. So when businesses are following an order, they've got to follow the order. And the order has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. And as I showed the manager here, the first, on the third page 2 of the order, there's a cover page and then a page 2. So there's 4 pages of the order and a cover page. Failure to comply with any executive order issued during the COVID-19 disaster is an offense punishable under section 418173 by a fine. So I can actually sue them and take them to court and get them punished by a fine if they do not follow the order. And on the order it states exemptions. When it's not feasible to maintain 6 feet social distancing, provided, however, here's the but, exempt, provided, however, that this covering requirement does not apply to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the first one is a toddler, any person younger than 10 years. Number 2, any person with a medical condition or disability that prevents wearing a face covering, which is me. Any person while that person is consuming food, obviously in restaurants, so when you're sitting down eating or drinking, they don't make you wear a mask. So yeah, that person is exempt. Any person while is exercising, engaging in physical activities, okay? And I think this outdoors is kind of nonsense because you can be indoors and still die of heat exhaustion. And heat stroke if you're covering your face. Let's see, when you're driving alone or with passengers a part of your same house. When you're obtaining a service that requires temporary removal of the face covering for security, surveillance, screening, or need for specific access to the face, such as visiting a bank, obtaining a personal care service involving the face, like a medical procedure on your face, or any kind of thing, dentist or, whatever you got to do, which I've done also during this time. Let's see here. While you're in a swimming pool, lake, or in body of water, when you're voting, assisting a voter, serving a poll watcher, actively administrating an election, actively providing or obtaining access to religious worship by wearing a face covering is strongly encouraged. So I can walk in here singing praises to God. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. I can sing praises, right? And worship, and I don't have to wear a cover. So it states it right there. Number 10, any person while giving a speech. So I can stand here and give a speech. I have a dream that all men shall be created equal. Like basically I just gave to the manager. I gave a speech. And any person in a county that meets the requisite criteria prescribed by the Texas Division of Emergency Management regarding minimal cases, blah, blah, blah. So there it is, folks. And then here is the Title II Civil Rights Act. Public accommodations. Civil Rights Act public accommodations came after the civil rights movement in the 60s, when black people were standing up like Martin Luther King and all the protests of like Rosa Parks and all the things they did back in that beautiful time in history where we stopped discriminating against black folks from the 50s, 1950s and before. Thank you very much.
I'd like to advise you to wear a mask next time just because we have a required time. but it's okay.
Right, yeah, so yes, it is okay, thank you. So she just came up to me to tell me I need to wear a mask next time, but then she said it's okay. So more contradictions while I'm even recording this video. All persons shall be entitled to the full and equal employment of the goods, services, facilities, privileges, advantages, and accommodations. Place of public accommodation is defined by this section without discrimination on the ground of race, color, religion, or national origin, or medical exemption as well, because that's still discrimination. So that's right. That's right. It says it right there. So they can be sued if they refuse these services. Civil Rights Division talking about there's also sexual-based discrimination, right? You can't discriminate against somebody just because they're a man or a woman, or a religious-based discrimination. So if I have a religious exemption from wearing a mask because my religion does not require me, or it's against my religion, I don't have to wear it. No, it says right here. And if I'm not fluent in English as well, there's several exemptions, and that's what the Civil Rights Act was for, to set people free. Yeah, that's it. And then we got the American Disabilities Association. Title III prohibits discrimination on the basis of disability in the activities and places of public accommodations. Businesses that are generally open to the public and that fall into one of 12 categories, such as restaurants, movie theaters, schools, daycare facilities, recreation facilities, doctor's offices, grocery stores, any kind of thing where I can get food. Basically, that's it. These are the established laws that are in place in the United States of America, constitutional republic, and any business that refuses to abide by these laws can be sued. And that's why I'm making these videos, to educate the people. And here's my quick doctor's notes. I've got actually 2 of them, and I am good. So I got my smoothie, they served me, and that's how you do that right there, folks. Stand up for your rights and keep on pushing this thing. This is medical tyranny, and we're not going to comply. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more awesome content. Thank you.